form of B12 in the world is entirely synthetic. We make it from hydrogen cyanide. It's called cyanocobalamin. It's a cyanide-based B12. I mean, it's hard to believe that we're allowed to make vitamins out of hydrogen cyanide in this country, but we are. Flintstone vitamins have cyanocobalamin.
So do Airborne.
So do Celsius energy drinks. Emergency has cyanocobalamin, cyanide-based B12. So when you put this form of B12 into the body, it drops off the cobalt metal, the cobalamin, right, which is B12 is a metal, a light metal. It drops off the metal into the cell, and then you're left with a floating cyanide molecule. Now, the body doesn't recognize that. So in order for cyanide to leave the system, it binds to oxygen and other light metals and takes them out of the system. It's a thief.
Have you seen the ingredients in personal care products? They're scary. Anytime you see the word paraben, put it back, especially propylparaben. These are preservatives that prevent mold from growing in here, but they're hormone disruptors, endocrine disruptors. They mimic estrogen in your body. And for the ladies out there, they find more of that in your body because it's in your lotions, potions, and makeup. Pick up almost any product here. Fragrance. Shaving cream with fragrance and body wash with parfum or fragrance. That's the key word. If you see that, put it back because that's the cosmetics version of natural flavors. But there can be up to 3,000 synthetic fragrances or perfumes in there. They're proprietary. They ain't got to tell you anything. And they're linked to reproductive issues, and they find these fragrances in breast milk. It's scary stuff. You don't want it. How do you think they get this blue color in the body wash? Well, it's with blue 1 and red 33 artificial coloring, but those are almost always derived from tar or petroleum loaded with toxins, and many of these colorants are banned in other countries, but not here. pH balanced for a woman, but strong enough for a man, but also with talc. You don't want talc because talc and asbestos go hand in hand, which is why baby powder isn't made with talc anymore, because you can't get rid of the asbestos. You got to put it back, even though it's pH balanced for me and you.
Do you like my outfit?
No.
No? Why not? What's up, man? How you doing? You like my costume?
You are a
You like my outfit?
I mean, not particularly.
Strikes me as pretty insensitive.
Really? Why is that?
It's from another cultural tradition that is not really something you should be like using as a costume, really.
Does my outfit make you mad?
No, good.
Good?
Yeah.
Do you have to be Chinese to wear this?
You don't have to. Anybody can wear.
What do you think of my outfit?
我很喜欢你这种衣服，很好看。
You really like it?
Yeah,
Looks good?
good.
What does that mean? Gonna go with good.
What's your response to some of the people that thought you were being disrespectful by being on your phone and not being attentive to them?
Well, I was on my phone, and yes, that's true. I was following developments with a 5-year-old little girl sitting on her dad's lap who just got shot in the head by a drive-by shooting. And if some of the people here gave a good goddamn about the victimization of people in this community by crime, I'd take some of their invective more seriously. The greatest racial disparity in the city of Milwaukee is getting shot and killed. Hello. 80% of my homicide victims every year are African American. 80% of our aggravated assault victims are African American. 80% of our shooting victims who survived their shooting are African American. Now, they know all about the last 3 people that have been killed by the Milwaukee Police Department over the course of the last several years. There's not one of them can name one of the last 3 homicide victims we've had in this city. Now, there's room for everybody to participate in fixing this police department, and I'm not pretending we're without sin. But this community is at risk, all right. And it's not because men and women in blue risk their lives protecting it. It's at risk because we have large numbers of high-capacity, quality firearms in the hands of remorseless criminals who don't care who they shoot.
Your fans always want me to ask you, why don't you say anything about police brutality? You never speak out about police killing people.
When last time police done killed a nigga?
That shit happens a lot.
But
it may not be George Floyd media status, but that shit happens a lot.
Okay, so I often look at those statistics. The police shoot more mentally ill white men than anybody. The white boy mama who done called the police on him because he had to have. So if you look at the statistics, the police on the average shoot more white people than they do black people. I'm a guy that's big on statistics. Police shootings, and I want people to really hear me, homie. Police shootings, killing an unarmed nigga, is the least of our problems in America. It's the least of our problems. They ain't shot now nigga on his way to school. They ain't shot no nigga getting off work. They ain't shot no nigga in a high visibility construction vest. They ain't shot a nigga in no suit. They ain't shot now nigga with his pants pulled up and his shirt tail tucked in.
Listen, sir. Listen, sir. It's okay. You have a good day. Thank you. You just saved my life. Okay, I'm gonna call this in. You just saved my life. You saved my life. Okay. Alright? Are you sure?
Did you guys know that they ran a test on you to figure out if you would be okay with them killing your fellow countrymen in front of you? Let's see if you passed. How'd you respond to this?
For crowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
Did you pass? Did you laugh like those people about watching somebody die in front of you because they didn't comply with the government? About something that the government has now changed their stance on? Just let this marinate a sec. That is some evil shit you did. You thought. You felt. You agreed with. Yikes. You know, if they made you that afraid the first time, they can make you that afraid again. So maybe next time, don't let your fear be a reason to advocate for people to die. How about that? Is that a fair conclusion to come to? We good?
Suffering is all around us. Starvation, lack of clean water and medical care. Families forced to live on the street. Children who don't know when they'll eat again. It doesn't have to be like this. There is a better way. When you take the deal, you provide your family with 20 years of food, water, a home of your own. When your time is up, Drift off to sleep, knowing that when resources were scarce, you didn't take more than your fair share. The deal is a gift. Take it. Global weather circles are rising to new highs.
Jewelry. Then what do you want? I want you to not die. You know that's not possible. But maybe we can find a way. I have a ticking clock inside of me. They put it there. Yeah, I know. It's a great choice you made back then. I hope it was worth it.
Annalyn Bayani. Yes, what's wrong with her? It's nothing. We don't know that. It could be something serious.
Your kidneys are failing. You need a transplant. Are you upper income? Organs are prioritized for upper income citizens. Front desk can schedule the surgery. Until then, this should help with the dizziness and the nausea.
Are there any other family members, close relatives? There's only us. What about her father? Just us. Then I'm afraid we can't help you. You're telling me my daughter might die because of scheduling? Regulations are very specific about this kind of situation, ma'am. Move someone. I'm not allowed to do that. Move someone. Regulations say that. I don't care about regulations. Move someone! Mom. Annalyn, what are you doing? Mom, it's for holding the organ. Female, 19 liver. Female, 39 eyes. Female, 39 2 kidneys. Female, 19 heart. Mom, that's us. Unbelievable. We have to die for 20 years of food rations and they're living like this? The money, please. Sorry, we expected a man. Women could break the law just as well. Asking you as a mother. Do you have kids? You women with children, you all think you're so goddamn special. We all need an escape plan. You have yours, I have mine. You have 10 minutes.
Researchers in the Netherlands have been given a €3 million grant to develop an artificial womb within the next decade. But patents have existed since the 1950s for artificial wombs. In fact, if you go on Google and look up artificial uterus, you can find the patent by Emanuel M. Greenberg. An artificial uterus patented in 1955. Described as a container for a fetus, a second container for a placenta, adjacent thereto, and oxygenating means for purifying blood. This is pretty strange, guys. Look it up for yourself on Google. Artificial uterus.
Some things are fake. And some things we don't know about. But if something is obvious, whether you've done the research or not, if something is obvious, then why would you argue about it? Okay? Now y'all can go ahead on, go home and drink your Androchrome. You sucker ass motherfuckers. I'm cool on that. Shaka Zulu, man.